Okay, so similar to the legs, we're going to start by doing a magic ring. And again, you're going to want to mimic this twice, follow these steps so you have 2 big arms. So I have one already made here. Okay, this is super repetitive. You should know by now we're going to do 12 double crochet in the center space. And again, you're going to slip stitch the top, closing the round, chain 2, make a double crochet in that same space. I'm going kind of fast here because it's all repetitive. Again, you're going to do 2 double crochet in each stitch in the round. You should have 24. Okay, and then you're also going to do one last, for a total of 25, you're going to do a double crochet in this last space. That's technically the chain 2 space, but it leaves a gap, so I like to just add an extra right there, and then slip stitch, chain 2, again make a double crochet in that same chain 2 space. This is going to count as 2 double crochet in 1 stitch. So in the next stitch we're going to do 1 double crochet, next stitch we're going to do 2 in the same space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting that chain 2. Next space we're going to do 1, and you're going to continue alternating until you complete the round. 2 in the next space, 1 double crochet in the next space, 2 double crochet in the next space, and continue this until you have completed the round. And again, slip stitch to close the round, chain 1, and we're going to fold just like we did the first one. Okay, so you're going to take the top of that first stitch on the left and the first stitch on the right side and single crochet, and continue this all the way down. So the same way that we sewed the small leg is the same way we're going to do the big legs. Okay, and I actually sew the arms last because in my experience, they always come out lopsided when I sew them before the head. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the head, and then we'll sew these ones last. Okay, I hope this isn't annoying being so repetitive, but we're gonna go ahead and make a magic ring. 12 double crochet in the center ring. Slip stitch to close the round, chain 2, double crochet in that same chain 2 space, and then 2 double crochet in each space in the round for 24. Okay, slip stitch to close the round, chain 2, double crochet in that same chain 2 space, and then we're going to alternate. So you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next space, 2 double crochet in the next space, 1 double crochet in the next space, 2 double crochet in the next space, and continue this in the round. Okay, so we ended that row, 1, 2, 3, row 3 with 36. Slip stitch to close the round, chain 1. Okay, now for the remainder of these rounds, we're going to be half double crocheting. So we're going to do a half double crochet in that same chain 1 space, half double crochet in the next space, and then we're going to half double crochet 2 together. So we're decreasing, in the next 2 spaces. So to do that, we're going to yarn over, pick up the first double crochet and the second double crochet space. So you should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, half double crochet in the next space, half double crochet in the next space, and then decrease. Half double crochet in the next space, half double crochet in the next space, decrease. And you can see it's already starting to turn. So keep doing that in the round. You should have 24 half double crochets by the end of the round. Okay, slip stitch on the top of that first half double crochet to close the round, chain 1, half double crochet in that same chain 1 space. That's going to count as our first half double crochet. So now we're going to mimic the 1, 2, 3, row 4. We're working row 5 now. So now we're going to kind of mimic row 4, except instead of 2 half double crochets, you know, side by side, we're going to do 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet in the next space, 1 half double crochet in the next space, 1 half double crochet in the next space. So after you have 4 half double crochet in the first 4 spaces, then you're going to decrease by half double crocheting 2 spaces together, and repeat that. 1 half double crochet in this space, 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 half double crochet 2 together. Okay, so you guys should have, I'll have on the screen how many stitches you should have in this row, half double crochets I mean. Okay, so you should have ended with 23, and now you're going to slip stitch to close the round, chain 1, half double crochet in that chain 1 space. So now you're going to repeat row 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, row 5, and you should end the round with 20 half double crochets. Okay, and then slip stitch to close the round, chain 1. Okay, and for the very last row, we're just going to do single crochet. So you're going to single crochet in that chain 1 space, and then make 1 single crochet in each stitch in the round. So you should have 20 single crochets. And then slip stitch and fasten off, leaving a good sized tail so we can sew onto the body. Okay, so it should look like this. So before we stuff, I like to put in the eyes, and the eyes are going to be on each side, are going to be on each side between rows 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So between rows 3 and 4, it's going to be right in that crease. Okay, so I just put 1. I would like to do these ones, these eyes, but I ran out of the blue coloring, and I don't have time to order them in time to get this video out, so I'm just going to be using some black ones. Either way, I like to put one eye in and then follow it on the other side to make sure it's in the same row. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I have my eyes, And if you guys have stitch markers for this part, I would suggest that you use them. Typically I can get by with not having to, so just insert your tapestry needle onto your tail. Okay, and what I like to do, so you just kind of set the head here, let me, there, you just kind of set the head where you want. I try to have the top of the head right at the center, so I'm going to be sewing in right in this crease. So the top of my head right here, I'll be sewing these stitches through these white stitches right here, right in the crease, this border line of the white and the blue. Okay, so you can attach your your stitch marker right there, so that it kind of holds it in place as you're working the sewing and the round. Okay, making sure your eyes are evenly placed on the sides. And then I'll just kind of show you, you kind of start wherever the string is. So since it's down here, I'm going to be starting down here. So let's see, the bottom, 1, 2, 3. So right in row 3 is kind of where we're going to be sewing the bottom half of our eye. Oh, you can't even see, I'm sorry. Right here, you're going to be sewing right in row 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so right on the top of row 3. So you can attach your tapestry. Why do I keep saying tapestry needle? You can keep, you can attach one of your stitch markers right there to keep it in place. And then you can attach one on each side. So your eyes should kind of line up with the, with this crease right here, this row. Okay, and you can attach a stitch marker right there as well. So I'll just show you how I sew the head, and then you guys can kind of do the rest. Okay, so since I'm starting, and actually I will attach a stitch marker. Okay, so I'm going to be working clockwise, so I just pick up 2 stitches, okay, so now both sides are kind of stitched right there, they're attached. So now I'm going to just pick up, stitch, and then also go through, I'm not going through 2 loops like this, I'm just going through this loop and one of the top loops. It's kind of hard to explain how to do this part, so you guys want to definitely sew as best as you can based off my instruction. Okay, keeping it nice and even as we go. So I just like to sew by picking up a stitch from the body and then picking up the stitch from the head. Just 1 stitch is enough. Okay, and I just try to keep it as even as possible. Once you're about halfway, so far the head is connected nice and neat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff the head until it's super full. I don't want any dents or creases, so I want it nice and full. And then I'm just going to keep going, making sure my eyes are nice and even as I start to make my way to the other side. The head is really secure when I tie it like this. Okay, I got a little bit of a hole, I'll fix that. Anyways, just keep going until you make your way all the way back around. Okay, and then once you've made it in the round, you're going to double knot it. And then just kind of weave. Weave it in. So this is what it looks like. The head's nice and even, fluffed out. Okay, so now we're just going to sew the last piece, which is this arm, and then we have completed our turtle. So attach your tapestry needle, and it's going to be weaved in the same way, or attached the same way that the legs were. Okay, so making sure the center is facing the inside of the body, not the outside. I mean, I guess you could do it this way, but I don't like that way, so I'm not doing it. So kind of make sure it's even with the other side, and we're going to be working in this crease right here. So you can see right at the bottom of these double crochets. So maybe like 2.5 inches from the head, we're going to go under 3 stitches like this, pulling it. And just kind of eyeball it as you're weaving it in to make sure that it's even with the other side. Okay, we're going to flip it over. Okay, then we're going to put it, okay, so this is where we're at. We're going to put it through the side. And now we kind of got a little hole right here, so we're going to insert our tapestry needle and pull tight, which is going to create a knot. Then poke it through the bottom. Okay, then we're going to go through the bottom. Okay. Now we're just gonna kind of weave, pick up some stitches from the body and pick up some stitches from the arm. Okay, and once we get to the corner, we're going to knot it. Again, this way of sewing is not ideal, but it works for now. So you guys can sew limbs as however you guys would like. Now I'm going to poke it through the other side and then flip it over and do the same thing. Forgot to knot it. have it. Super cute, super easy, beginner friendly tutorial. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button because I have even better patterns, pattern tutorials coming soon. And I plan on releasing some of my my written patterns as well on Ravelry once I get my account set up. But yeah, leave a comment, a evil eye in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.